Hi, I'm Barb Johansson, Office and Fleet Manager with the SILA program, and I'm happy to be reading our mission statement for you. Caritas Family Solutions strengthens the social and emotional well-being of individuals and families in order to create healthy relationships, loving homes, and strong communities. Now get excited, everybody! It's time for your cast!
Welcome to CaritasCast. I am your host, Joel Malone, and with me always is...
Brandon Montgomery. How you doing, Mr. Joel?
I am doing great. Another great Friday. I'm so excited for another episode. It's just been a great summer so far, you know?
It has been a great summer, but it's felt like it's gone by so fast. I can't believe it's August already.
Time is flying. It's crazy.
It is. Kids are going back to school, like not next week, but the week after that. Right. Yeah, it's too fast.
I'm sure they're home sweating like, oh my gosh, school is quickly approaching.
I was going on a walk around the park with my son, and he's 13. He's going into 8th grade this year, and he said, Dad, we've only got 17 days left of school. And I said, stop living like you got one day left. Enjoy the 17 while you still have them. So a big shout out to all of our Caritas parents and Caritas kids that are soon going back to school.
Well, since it is August, it is a great time to go back into Paycom and check all your information. We definitely want to make sure that you are paid accurately and on time all the time. And on top of that, tax season will be quickly approaching. So please make sure that you're staying on top of that.
I think getting paid is probably accurately and on time is a very important thing to most people.
I mean, I would assume that's the case.
Yeah, it definitely is. And this is also a great time to kind of go check in on your benefits, too.
Yes, definitely. So we are halfway through the year. And I would say if you haven't gone to your preventive care visits, please do so. Preventative care is essential. When it gets to the point where you're going to the doctor specifically for emergencies or specifically for a condition that you've had for a while and just haven't done anything about.
It could have been prevented.
It could have been prevented. You know, it takes so much more to correct an issue when it's been months or even years compared to just going to those quarterly and yearly visits for a checkup.
We need less sick care going to the doctor when we're sick and more health care. Let's go to the doctor when we're healthy so we stay healthy.
Yes, we need more preventative care and less sick care or going to the doctor just due to an emergency, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. So this is a great time, a great reminder for everybody to do that. And speaking of reminders, I'm going to remind you to do this month's training. In August, we are participating in our annual cultural humility training. Yes. And this is not a very long training course, so please participate in it, but it has a very important message. And speaking of important messages, we want to also remind you on August 25th at the Holiday Inn in Fairview Heights, Illinois, is our annual all supervisor gathering. We are super excited about this.
It's going to be a great time, great speakers. The room is going to be filled with energy. I'm so excited for this.
And you're going to be speaking this year.
Well, you just put me on blast, but yes, I will be speaking this year. So it'll be a great speech.
We are excited about that. This event is for all supervisors to attend. And then later in October, we have our all staff gathering where everybody is invited to that. But we'll talk about that in the future. And, you know, speaking of supervisors and the all supervisor event, we have Caritas's newest supervisor with us today. Mr. Matthew York, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me here, guys.
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, great to have you.
Congrats on the promotion, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You have some big shoes to fill with Ted being gone.
I'd say, there's a lot more goes on than I realized in the back end of things. Just with the different vendors we utilize when we can't do things in-house, and just there's a lot of need.
Yeah, I remember the first time I got promoted to a leadership position, and I remember thinking, wow, this is a lot more work than I thought it would be, than I realized my boss was doing.
How big is the facilities team?
We've got 3 techs, a lead tech, and myself.
5 people in total, right?
Correct.
And are you looking to bring someone new on, or are you maybe bringing someone new on soon?
Yes, I just did an interview earlier this week, and we're seeing how the backgrounds and stuff come back on that.
Oh, well, excellent.
Wow, you're growing a lot.
Yeah, it certainly has. As our agency grows, facilities has to grow.
Correct. Yeah, there's just more buildings, more people needing work done.
Yeah, so I kind of see facilities, our maintenance team, facilities team, as the unsung heroes of Caritas. They really have their hands in everyone's cookie jar. They touch all programs. It's the Caritas butterfly effect that we talk about, how everyone is working towards the whole. So you may be a front desk attendant and not feel like you're really affecting the foster children, but you really are, because if you weren't doing your job, other people couldn't do their job.
Facilities holds everything together, and they know everybody, so it's kind of nice. You need to be like tapped in with the facilities team for sure.
They hold everything together literally with spit and glue.
Literally.
Yeah. So, Matt, something I've always wondered is Caritas, our facilities team is based out of Belleville, but we are so spread out as an agency. We're in over 60 counties. So how does the maintenance team, the facilities team, respond to needs outside of this community? So let's say Mount Vernon office has a need. Do we have facilities people in Mount Vernon?
They have someone they call for like small minor repairs for just like light bulbs and basic stuff. But if it's anything serious beyond that, they generally put a ticket in or give us a call, and then we try and get out there as soon as we can. If it's like a very needy thing, like if there's water leaking or wires exposed, we'll run out there, work late if we have to, no big deal. But if it's like smaller, we'll try and schedule it out for a day or two next week or whenever we get a chance to head out that way.
Cool.
Matt, what is the most common call the facilities department gets on a regular basis?
I would say probably light bulbs. Outside of that, it'd probably be toilets. I mean, there's so many moving parts of toilet. It could be anything. So
Yeah.
I have, my toilet tends to break quite a bit, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to get with Matt and have him give us a tutorial on toilet technology.
You're like, please just fix this. I need this immediately.
Are you available for outside of work
give me a
calls?
call.
Fantastic. So do you and the facilities team get much of an opportunity to interact with our clients, to kind of talk with our youth or see them? I know you're in and out of the buildings where our clients are at. So kind of tell us about that.
Royal Heights, especially, that's where our shop is at. So there's always kids come by. Hey, you got something to do? They always want to help us. Last year when we did the playground, we had the kids out there with us as much as we could. This year we've been trying to have them come out with us, and like a couple of kids are cleared to go use the machines, like the lawnmowers and stuff, and like help us do yard work.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So we've been trying to utilize them, but just sometimes the schedules don't always work out. If they're busy, we can't just wait for them to cut the grass. The grass has to be cut. So
what a great opportunity for our kids to learn some skills, something that they're going to use for the rest of your life. Does the rest of the facilities team feel uplifted by those interactions?
Yeah, I think the guys definitely enjoy working with the kids. I mean, they're always, like I said, we're around the kids probably more than most other clients, and we're always, hey guys, how's it going? Or they'll come say good morning to us, or all kind of interactions.
That's so cool. I think that's one of the best parts of working at Caritas is in my capacity, in my position, I don't get a ton of client interaction, but when I do, it just reminds me what I'm doing here and why we do the work we do.
So, Matt, what is the best way for employees to submit a facilities request if they need something fixed, or how do they go about reaching out to the facilities department?
We have a program we utilize called a Box. It's got all of our facilities in it. It can get pretty detailed. It can go down to like each room can have the possibility of like I can tag every single item in the room onto a Box. So you can say, hey, this light switch in this room is broken, and I can know exactly where it's at.
Oh, wow.
Not all the buildings are set like that, just because we don't go into all the buildings all the time. But a Box would be the best way. Not everyone has access to it, so usually if you're in an office, it'd be the OFM or I don't know what the other position's called. Or if they don't have access to Box or know who has access to a Box, they can always reach out to me directly, email me, phone call, text, whatever works.
Cool. Awesome.
So maybe along the same vein with that question is, what is the biggest pet peeve of the maintenance of the facilities department? What do you wish everyone knew a little more about?
I would say just like, I don't want to say common sense things, because to me it's common, but to you it might not be common.
Sure.
Just like we get calls all the time, oh, this is not working. It's like, well, it just wasn't turned on, or the water wasn't turned off, or the water was turned on and it wasn't supposed to be on. Just basic stuff like that. But I mean, obviously we're happy to go there and do that because it's not the actual problem. It's just like turn the switch on, you're good to go. See you later.
Let's try putting gas in the car and then it'll run. Yeah.
Correct.
That's pretty simple, guys.
Yeah.
Don't stress out about it. What is your vision for the facilities department?
Yeah, now that you're the leader of the facilities department, how do you see the future?
I'd like to see us grow a little bit more. There's plans for the company growing, like more Scylla program, like the Scylla programs. They want to get another new house for this year. So with that becomes more work with us. You know, we're going to cut the yard there. We're going to paint, patch, repair. Anything needs remodeling, we'll probably take care of. So I'd like to grow the team a little more and then just keep things moving fluidly as possible so things don't get, I don't want to have a bunch of work orders backed up because, we just didn't feel like doing that today. I want to keep on top of it and respond to things as quickly as possible.
You guys do a great job in that regard because I would imagine every day you must just get dozens, if not many dozens of tickets and needs. So thanks for responding so fast. And that's to you and to the rest of your team. And thanks for being such a great leader. We want to kind of transition now a little bit away from facilities types questions and more Matthew type questions about you. Yeah,
Definitely. So I have another question for you. You know, here at Caritas, on the CaritasCast podcast, we're all about connecting with our employees and with people and really getting to know them. So my question for you is, one, how did you end up at Caritas? How did you end up in this field? I want to know all about that.
Yeah, what brought you here?
My wife, actually, she has worked here for, I couldn't tell you how many years since right out of college. She started working here. And I was in between, I worked 15 years at Walmart.
Okay.
And then the position I had, it was a hourly management position. They were eliminating the position, so I took the severance package and left and had another job lined up. And then that job was for Schwann's, the ice cream delivery and food stuff. That was like a 15, 16-hour day job. And I just, after 6 months, I was like, I can't do it anymore.
Sure.
It's just not enough work-life balance, and we're trying to start a family, so that was important to us. So I asked her, hey, do you guys have anything at work? Do you need the jobs filled or whatever? Say, there's maintenance guys. I know Ted at the time. He's the supervisor. We went to his house, and he was having a yard sale because he was moving at another time. And so then we went there, and I met him. He's like, yeah, put your application in. We'll get you an interview, and then that's how it started,
It's crazy how things work out. And so your wife brought you here. Tell us about this Caritas romance story. We're curious. Did you meet obviously you didn't meet at Caritas, but did you meet in college or in high school? Tell us the story.
I met her when she was in college. I am actually 7 years older than my wife. She was in college. I lived in the area. She went to SIU. I lived in Edwardsville. We met there, and then, we started dating or whatever. Then when she moved in with me and my parents for a while, and then when she graduated, I was like, hey, let's get a house or an apartment or something. And it ended up being better off for us to buy a house. Mm-hmm. And then we bought the house and lived there for a year or two, and then we got married. And then, we've been married for now 6 years.
Hey, good man. He remembered how long. So she's going to listen. I'm sure.
You tried to catch him up there for a second.
I tried, yeah. Well, and I hear, rumor has it, that there is a new edition on the way, right?
Correct. She is due the end of this month, being August. And so it really could be any day at this point.
Wow. You're going to be a first-time dad this August.
That's awesome.
That is. You're going to have to play this podcast for your kid. So boy or girl? Boy. And have you picked a name yet?
We have picked a name, yeah.
Brandon, right?
Not Brandon.
No. Joel?
Not
Joel. Okay. Are you going to share?
I'm not going to share this time. I don't know.
It's a secret. It's a secret. Well, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Here we grow again. We are breeding the future employees and family of Caritas. So that's fantastic.
Okay, the last question is, if you could buy all of Caritas lunch today, where would you take everyone, or what would you order?
We've had some team lunches and maintenance, and we've been very fond of Jet's Pizza.
Okay.
It's a Detroit style pizza. It's really good. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just really good.
I'm sold. Let's go get some Jet's Pizza.
Let's get it. Let's do it.
All right, Matthew. Thank you for all the work that you do. Congratulations on your new edition coming soon, and welcome to fatherhood. Get as much sleep as you can right now, because it's going to go away. But thanks for all the wonderful things that you and your team does for Caritas, and we wish you nothing but continued success.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brooke Ports. I am the Assistant Program Director of Foster Care in the Belleville and Sparta offices, and I am excited to share this month's mission moment with you. I really can't say enough about how Crystal Foley, the foster care supervisor in our Sparta office, embraces optimism and values mission, not recognition. Most recently, Crystal, along with Brianna Gilson, Brianna Weichert, the case management and case assistant team in Sparta, have all coordinated and arranged travel of a birth father from California to Illinois to spend time with his 3 children who are also youth in care. He also hasn't seen those 3 kids since they were infants. Even though he has been a little difficult, Crystal shows her ability to think about the greater good and advocates well for this family to reunify successfully, even though there are so many odds against them. Crystal and her team believe that we've got this, and they certainly do. Please join me in congratulating and recognizing Crystal on some well-deserved recognition and appreciation. Thanks.